सड़कों पे चल रहा हूँ, लोग बोल रहे हैं अरे बशीर भैया कैसे हो, you know, so that feels incredible. I think that box office validation, there's not much like it. Such an important role in such a big film with such mega stars and legends just feels amazing. And it wasn't something I was expecting. It wasn't also like, you know, Bashir ka role itna. I'm fully awkward. Everything is awkward about me. I'm awkward sitting here right now. I'm awkward all the time. I'm very awkward.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very awkward.
Okay.
I feel very awkward, which is why I became an actor. It's very expensive, and especially when your career is not going anywhere. Chalo, ab touchwood sab theek hai, and I'm glad we had him in retrospect. But we also had him at a time where we had less money.
This is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I am sitting with Akshay Oberoi after watching Fighter. Absolutely loved him and I'm sure you did as well. So nice to have you.
Oh, thank you. So nice to be here.
How has life been after the big release?
Oh, you know, it's the first time in my life that something of mine has been watched on such a large scale. I think a lot of my things, they slowly grow over time. Like if you take a Gurgaon, it grew over a year. Like जब release हुई थी तो कोई theater नहीं आया था. फिर Netflix पे आए तब लोगों ने देखना शुरू किया. Then it moved to Hotstar and came back. So all my films have had a life over a time. This is the first time that like ऐसा धमाका हुआ है कि suddenly सड़कों पे चल रहा हूँ, लोग बोल रहे हैं अरे बशीर भैया कैसे हो, you know, so that feels incredible. I think that box office validation, there's not much like it.
But even a lot of people really liked your character because बहुत ही likable था आपका character on screen, and then to see you also get tortured and all, it was like a little difficult. What difference did you see in people and audiences and, you know, the loved ones around you? How did they feel after the film?
You know, everyone keeps saying they're crying because of me, and part of me feels bad. It's like, oh, I'm sorry I made you cry, but you know, it's also nice because कहीं ना कहीं वो character लोगों के दिल में आया है, and that feels so nice for an actor, you know, when it's like you've touched their hearts in some way. And I was telling Sid yesterday, we were having lunch, and I told him कि यार मैंने तो कुछ किया भी नहीं, मतलब मैं आपने कहा कि दरवाजे पे आओ, खटखटा और स्माइल करो और बाप तुम्हें देखेगा, और मैंने किया और मैं घर चला गया. Now when I'm watching the film, it's a great director who can make it happen, you know, like that smile, the way my father looks at me, then उसके कट्टू कॉफिन आता है वो गाने के दौरान, so and it just brings a lot of emotion in people. But it's the way Sid shot me, it's the way he made me smile, it's the music that he played. You know, a great director really, you know, really can make things happen. Like actors just kind of give a look and go home. We don't know the overall picture. You
know, even the fact that there's Hrithik, Roshan, Deepika Padukone, Anil sir in the film, people have still noticed you and loved you despite having such big names. How did you feel after, you know, knowing that side of it? Or did that come in your head? फिर भी?
Yeah, no, it never happened prior to it because I was always like, इस फिल्म में अगर मुझे 2 लाइनें भी मिल गई ना, मैं करूँगा. मतलब एक छोटा सा रोल भी मिल जाए, बिकॉज मेरा पूरा करियर ऐसे हुआ है ना, छोटे रोल कर करके ऐसा काम मिलने लगा है. सो आई वाज डेड श्योर व्हेन ममता कॉल्ड मी अबाउट फाइटर. आई सेड कि मैं जो भी हो मैं करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. But then to get such an important role in such a big film with such mega stars and legends just feels amazing. And it wasn't something I was expecting. It wasn't also like, you know, बशीर का रोल इतना talked about होगा या ताज का भी, करण सिंह ग्रोवर का भी इतना होगा. It was more like, cool, I'm in this big movie. And then release के बाद I realized, oh, इसका इतना बड़ा impact है. You know, and that's like the universe being kind. And you know, I've been working for years. I know that. I've been trying for years. I've been trying to work on my acting for so many years. But then to get a break like that, not everyone gets this kind of an opportunity. So I'm very grateful.
Are your expectations high from now कि अब से the career will take a new twist?
It's a good question, Aina, and it keeps hitting my head also. Like, should it be that way? Then, so in the morning I'll wake up and I'll say, yeah, अब तो मुझे बड़ी चीज़ें करनी पड़ेगी. अब तो मैं मतलब इतनी बड़ी फिल्म में आ गया और तारीफ भी हो रही है. Then I realize कि strategize करके मैं क्या करूँगा? क्या कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. जो मेरे वश में है मैं वही उसी पे कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ, और मेरे वश में सिर्फ एक्टिंग है. And the only thing I love and the only thing I know how to do is to act. So I don't think I can strategize. I think I just need to go back out and keep working and, you know, let the cards fall where they fall. You know, destiny भी एक चीज़ होती है, and I just have to, अगर मुझे रोल अच्छा लगता है, डायरेक्टर अच्छा लगता है, I should just keep working. that's the way I'm looking at it.
Now I'm going to quickly jump into a segment where I'm going to ask you 30 questions about you. So let's get to know you a little more.
Great, superb.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, that no one calls me to act anymore. Oof.
Yeah, that can be.
That's like a nightmare कि मुझे फोन ही नहीं आया किसी का कि आओ और एक्टिंग करो.
Phone बजना चाहिए.
फोन बजना चाहिए, फोन बजना चाहिए.
Yeah. If you get $1 billion tomorrow, what is the first thing that you're going to do?
I'm going to buy a massive home and then put all the money. Oh, maybe I'll make a few films.
Yeah.
So that no one has to call me and I can just make my own movies. That's what I'll do with $1 billion.
Lovely.
Yeah.
The most awkward thing about you?
The most awkward thing about me? I'm fully awkward. Everything is awkward about me. I'm awkward sitting here right now. I'm awkward all the time. I'm very awkward.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very awkward.
Okay.
I feel very awkward, which is why I became an actor. So that when I'm playing somebody, I don't feel awkward. Koi mask laga lo na, I don't feel awkward. But when it's me, I'm like, my fingers are weird. My face is like this. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, what was the best part about being a part of fighter?
Playing an Air Force officer and sitting in those Sukhoi 30 jets. Those jets are beautiful. My God. You feel powerful in them.
Yeah.
They're like these huge, beautiful creatures. Oh,
Isn't
shooting
the uniform?
that uniform. I was just going to say that, just that uniform, those G suits. एक तो कितने खूबसूरत लगते हैं, सब अच्छे लगते हैं उस सूट में, कोई किसी को भी पहना लो ना अच्छा लगता है वो इंसान. And then secondly, there's something about it. Now you put it on and then you feel like I'm protecting my country.
Yeah.
It's like a childhood fantasy.
One thing you wouldn't hesitate to do for popularity?
Any kind of role, because I like anything else, I feel like I would hesitate, like to tip off paparazzi, to post like nange photos of myself, or to show up at parties. I would hesitate to do all these things. But for popularity, any role that I feel like, ye role popular ho sakta hai, right? Because it accentuates something about me, I wouldn't hesitate to do that.
What are you looking forward to at this point in your life?
What am I looking forward to? Being in bigger movies. Yeah, I hope. I mean, it's a desire to continue working in films that everyone watches.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are you a call person or a text person?
Definitely text.
Your worst date was worse for what reason?
Man, I remember it, but I don't even know how to contextualize it. It was just an awkward, like, वो आई और कुछ मैंने जो क्रैक किया वो हंसी नहीं, और then the bill came and like she just put it in front of me and I think she left without even saying bye. Like I don't know what happened in that meeting. I think she was just totally off, and I think she probably, when I look back, I'm like, did she come to meet someone else? And then she was like, ye kaun hai? Like I don't know how that worked out, but I remember the beats of that being like, this is awful. She doesn't like me. I don't like her.
Okay, what is the favorite part or quality you found in Hrithik Roshan?
बड़ा endearing आदमी है यार वो, बहुत ही vulnerable और बहुत ही endearing इंसान है वो. Like, he's very honest and tells you the truth, which a lot of megastars don't do because they can't, they can't afford to tell you the truth. But if he's scared, he's scared. He tells you.
Wow.
If he's upset about something, he's upset about something and he tells you, That was cool.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
What was the first time you got serious in love?
My wife, and then I married her.
How sweet. Okay, your go-to outfit?
Jeans and t-shirt.
Which celebrity still gets you starstruck till date?
Hrithik Roshan. While acting, you definitely try and ignore all that, but then cut hote, I'd be like, oh my God, that's Hrithik. I grew up idolizing the guy.
Yeah.
So, वो मेरे दिमाग में like छपा हुआ है उसका चेहरा, from कौन प्यार है, so that's hard to remove.
Yeah. If there is one Bollywood film of yours which is your favorite, which you could act in, which one would it be and why?
Andaz Apna Apna. Because I feel like that's a pitch perfect film in terms of just, Bollywood masala bhi hai, scenes bhi बढ़िया हैं, comedy भी एक अलग level की comedy है वो,
Right.
So many films have been inspired and derivative of that film.
What is the craziest thing you've done in love?
I had a kid, and because my wife wanted a kid at a time when my career was going nowhere. And now he's 6, and it was the craziest thing I ever did, but it is also the most gratifying thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those fathers who बच्चा पैदा हुआ और सब कुछ छोड़ दिया और बच्चे के पीछे लग गया, which I didn't know about myself.
Yeah.
I was like, a kid, how are we going to raise a child? Like, I'm a child. But it's the single greatest decision and greatest thing that ever happened to me.
That's so sweet and brave as well.
It's very brave to have a child, especially in today's world.
So expensive.
It's very expensive, and especially when your career is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Chalo,
yeah.
ab touchwood sab theek hai, and I'm glad we had him in retrospect. But we also had him at a time where we had less money.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
today is a different time, but that was a very scary time.
Lovely. What is your favorite quality about yourself that you find?
My patience.
Your patience.
I have a lot of patience.
Best gift you've given to someone?
Best gift. I'm not a good gift giver, so I give really horrible gifts and I don't think about them. So I'd be lying if I answered that question. I don't think I've given a good gift.
Okay. Have you received a good one?
My wife is a great gift giver, so she always knows
Perfect.
what to gift me. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me.
Okay. Well, if you had to spend your last day on earth, आप क्या करते?
Acting. अगर मुझे पता है कि कल मैं मरने वाला हूँ, तो मैं कोई सेट ढूंढ के कैमरा लगा लेता मेरे ऊपर and I just act.
Wow. Do you believe in second chances?
Oh man, I'm an example of second chances. I'm here because of that. You know, I started my career in films and I got a second life on OTT.
Yeah.
And then I'm back in films. Yeah, if there's no second chances,
It won't happen.
Won't happen.
Yeah. A superstition you believe in?
Okay, I have a really dumb one.
हाँ.
जो ऐसे जूते रहते हैं ना, वो एक के ऊपर एक नहीं रखना चाहिए कहते हैं. I don't know why. I think मेरी माँ ने वो ठूस दिया था दिमाग में, तो आज तक है. So I always make sure my shoes are right next to each other. She told me something about your loved one will leave you or will travel and not come home for a while if you keep one shoe on top of the other.
Oh my God! Now it's in my head.
I'm sorry, that's the problem with
Now it's in
superstition.
my
Yeah, that's the problem with these
अब
things.
मैं सोच के
कि दो ऐसे जूते नहीं रखना चाहिए, ऐसे रखना चाहिए.
मैं रिलेट कर रही हूँ, मेरे पिछला वाला ने छोड़ दिया शायद मैंने
मैंने ऐसे रख दिया.
Seriously.
That's
What
funny.
makes you jealous?
When some other actors being praised,
How sweet.
it makes me feel like, why is it not me?
Very human. Do you trust people easily?
Very, 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 very easily. Perhaps too easily.
A habit you can't get rid of?
I'm an OCD person in general, so I have a lot of these things of like how things are kept in my room. You know, like मेरा सामान किस तरह से रखा है, my closet, how's it organized, my bag, my shoot bag, my spot boy Viren, who's been with me for 7 years, वो तो पागल ही हो जाता है because उसको पता है कि हर एक चीज़ ऐसी ही होनी चाहिए.
Yeah.
So I have these little small
OCDs.
OCD things.
Okay, what makes you nostalgic?
Old Hindi film songs.
A dish you just can't eat, no matter what.
करेला मुश्किल है थोड़ा, but खा भी लूँगा, but मुश्किल है.
Burger or sandwich?
Sandwich.
If your heart breaks, hypothetically, how do you deal with a heartbreak, or how have you?
Oh, heartbreak's a tough one. It's a very tough one. I don't think there is any 5 easy rules to follow heartbreak, right? Because heartbreak is like, even after you think you're over the heartbreak, somewhere down the line, one day you'll be sitting और उस इंसान की याद आती है आपको. So I don't think there's ever a way to manage heartbreak. The only way is to try not to suppress the feeling, to embrace the feeling. You know, कि हाँ, this exists. I'm going through this tough time, but this too shall pass. That's the only way.
What's your current favorite song?
Here Asmani from Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly, what makes you angry?
You know what makes me angry is like people who are seeking instant gratification. Right? They want instant validation for everything. और उस पे मुझे बड़ी चिढ़ आती है.
Because you're patient.
Because I'm patient. Exactly. Aina got it.
I
See
got
that?
it.
That's why
I
her name is
decoded
Aina.
this.
She's my mirror. She gets it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So I think people who want everything right away and it should happen like this and it should happen like that. I think that makes me angry.
Yeah.
You know, that upsets me. That makes me like, no, life is a marathon. It is not a sprint. So,
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much for chatting with us. It was lovely. Wish you all the very best for everything coming in the future. We're
Thank you.
awaiting that.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Akshay Oberoi and please like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.